Hello again, vinyl community. I'm back with an unexpected video really. I've got some surprise VCLT from Rob Walker at Let the Music Play. I'm sure a lot of you know of Rob Walker. He's quite new to the VC, as am I. But he's an absolutely great guy. He's from Manchester. He's got a really varied music taste. He particularly likes anything from the 70s through to the present day really. He likes all sorts. His musical knowledge far triumphs mine. But yeah, I commented on one of his videos the other day, just saying that we're going to be at a record fair in Manchester today, Saturday. And knowing that it's from Manchester, I just thought I'd mention it on off chance that he'd heard. And he commented back saying, you know, I'll meet you there if you like. So yeah, definitely. I never thought I'd engage with a VC meetup at all, to be honest, let alone so soon into making videos. But yeah, myself and Jess went along today, and not long after we got there, he turned up and came up to me and introduced himself, which were lovely, and then handed me a VCLT package, which was completely unexpected. And to be honest, I felt like a knob for not having got him anything. But yeah, thanks a lot, Robbie. Honestly, I had no idea, and it was a really lovely surprise. I've not actually opened it yet because I thought I'd do a live opening on the video, as I didn't want to ruin it for myself. So yeah, once again, if you've not checked out Rob's videos, I'd highly recommend doing so. He's got a really good music taste, and yeah, just an all-round great guy. So without further ado, I'm going to look at what he has so graciously given me, and I've genuinely got no idea. There's something else in here as well. Right, so it looks like there's a couple of singles maybe, as well as some 12-inch records. Very nicely packed, thank you. So I'll have a look at the 7 inches first. If I can bloody open them. Once again, just honestly, thanks a lot, bro. I can't thank you enough. It was very surprising, and I'm very humbled. Fantastic. Right, so Inspiral Carpets are a band that I didn't really know until a few days ago, if I'm honest. I've heard the names flying about quite a bit, but Rob seems to really like them. He actually mentioned them today as well. I think he showed an album quite recently. Honestly, I don't know anything about them, but Rob likes them and I seem to have a similar taste to him with music, so I'm sure it'll be very good and I'll enjoy it. And the tracks in here are This Is How It Feels, Radio Mix, and Tune for a Family. On the label with a cow on it, which is odd. Shit. So yeah, thanks a lot, Rob. Now there are a couple of others here. One being by the Style Council. Now, I don't own a single thing by the Style Council, and I only know a couple of their hits. Obviously I know it's Paul Weller, and it were the band he formed after the Jam, obviously. But yeah, I barely know anything by the Style Council, and I am on the lookout for their things, so a 7-inch single by them is a great place to start. Thank you very much. The songs being Walls Come Tumbling Down, and I believe there's 2 on the B-side, which are The Whole Point 2 and Blood Spots. So I shall give these a spin when I get home, whenever that may be. And it's on Polydor, which is a very nice label. But yeah, I'd love to be able to say more about these singles, but I've genuinely got no clue about them, or what they are, or what they sound like. So, and last, but I'm sure by no means least, is a song by a band called Regrets, I'm assuming. Although on the back it says there's a New Order mix. I don't know. Yeah, I've got no clue what to say here, as I've never heard of. I'm assuming it's a band or group or duo or something, but yeah, it certainly looks interesting, so I'll definitely give it a listen. I'm not sure what label this is. Oh, it's a New Order release. Is it New Order? Don't know. You can tell that I know a lot about my music. But yeah, if it is New Order, then I'm on the lookout for a lot of New Order as of late, especially as I've seen Peter Hook and the Light live recently, and they were absolutely fantastic. And Joy Division are one of my favourite bands, and New Order are essentially Joy Division, but without the legend that is Ian Curtis. Thank you very much, Rob. I'll give them a listen on YouTube before I get home actually on vinyl and play them on vinyl. Now I've got a few 12-inch records, so give these a look. I'll give it to you, Rob, you've packed these very well. Oh, no way. As if. First record up, I can't believe this, is Changes to Bowie. Now, my God. I'm speechless. I'm speechless, to be honest. Wow. I don't really know what to say. I've mentioned in the few of my videos that Bowie's an artist that I'm still sort of finding my way with, especially in terms of his more obscure things. But as far as his hits go, you know, everyone and their grandmother knows them, and this album is a hits album. And just from quickly looking at it, it's got Aladdin Sane, A Wee Pretty Thing, Starman, Ashes to Ashes, Sound and Vision, among others, and that's absolutely fantastic. I can't thank you enough, Rob, honestly. That is brilliant. I actually saw Changes 1 Bowie at the record fair today and nearly picked it up. So I sort of wish I had now. But absolutely fantastic. Honestly, I cannot thank you enough. Obviously it's on RCA, but for the purposes of the video, I shall show it. Fantastic, honestly. I never expected that for a million years, going into opening this. I'm still just shocked and humbled and quite taken back by the fact that you've got me anything at all. Honestly, it means a hell of a lot. Now that isn't it. Oh God. Now, another band I mentioned that I'm trying to get into. The Beach Boys. Yeah. Other than Pet Sounds, and even that I've only really been getting into recently. Other than Pet Sounds, the Beach Boys are somewhat of a grey area, I guess you'd say. Yeah, but you know, Beach Boys, they're up there as one of the greatest bands of all time. Sorry about the glare. Most people, I'm sure I've got no problem in saying that, but so, excuse me. No, honestly, Beach Boys, absolutely fantastic. Cannot thank you enough again. I don't really know what to say, to be honest, other than it's obviously going to be amazing, as it's the greatest hits, and it's the Beach Boys. But of the songs in here, I can only mention probably the first two that I only know, to be honest, which is probably sacrilege in itself. But yeah, I'll have a quick look at the label, although it does appear to be on the Capitol label. I'm not quite sure what year release this is, it does look pretty damn original. But it's on the Weird Capitol label, of which I mentioned in a previous video. I believe it was the Syd Barrett's Madcap Laughs. There was 2 on this label. But I believe it's either going to be this or Bowie that I spin first. Absolutely fantastic. You know, I couldn't have asked you to do better than this if I'd known. And by last, and by no means least, is a band I have heard of. As with a lot of bands Rob mentions, I've got no clue who they are, but I have actually heard of these guys. Don't know much about them. I remember Ben Simpson showing something by OMD quite a while ago. I think it was Ben Simpson, and I gave it, I gave one of the songs a listen on YouTube, and I really enjoyed it. But since then, I've just not, followed through with it. So perfect, They are a band that I've got a list on my notes. Excuse me. I've got a list on my notes of loads of bands that I need to look into more and explore, and OMD are one of them. So I'm very much looking forward to giving this a spin. Oh, it's got a lot cut out. Cool. Didn't know that. But yeah, I can't really say much at the moment because I know absolutely nothing about them. But I'm sure it'll be fantastic, as it is 1981, and the 80s were a great era. Cool in its sleeve. Now, I'm curious to know what label it's on, as I've no clue. Can't tell you, but it's just a weird one, anyway. But yeah, very happy to add more Bowie, Beach Boys, and get my first OMD record among the singles. I'm going to end up thanking you another 15 times, Rob, because honestly, the last thing I expected when I met you this morning was for you to give me anything. So absolutely anything would have been amazing, but it's even better that you've got bands and artists that I know and I've got an interest in. So just thank you, sincerely thank you. I did buy a couple of records today at the record fair. I was with Rob for over a good hour, and we had a lot of good conversation, and he kept picking out bands and artists and asking me if I knew of them, and a couple of them I did, but a lot of them I've just no clue. I know the name, that's about it. I didn't have too much money, so I only picked up 2 records, but the first of which is one that I've been on the lookout for the longest time, and it is, I won't say it's a grail, as it's an extremely common record. Excuse me. But yeah, I look for this record a lot, and I see it a lot, and it's often in pound bins and that sort of thing, and it's always pretty cheap. But whenever I do see it, it's in terrible condition. And when I picked this one up just to look at it, when I just saw the cover, sorry, I weren't that impressed. I mean, it looks alright on camera, but it's a bit coloured and tainted in real life. But I looked at the record, and it's in fantastic condition. So very pleased, and it's worth getting just for that song everyone knows, and which I can't remember right now. Don't You Want Me? How can I forget that? But yeah, Human League, I'm sure you all know them. They're from Sheffield, Yorkshire band. Just absolutely fantastic 80s band. Well, 70s and 80s band. But yeah, Dare, probably one of the most famous albums of the 80s, and for good reason. Just Don't You Want Me Alone is fucking amazing, pardon my French. But yeah, very pleased to pick up that. And the record itself is immaculate, so I'm not too bothered about the state of the sleeve or the outer sleeve or anything. And it were only £5, so I'm very happy about that. Human League, Dare. Next up, I've been getting into this band quite a lot lately. I showed one of their albums in my last video. But yeah, a lot of you will know that I do love Syd Barrett. Yeah, I love Syd Barrett as a person. I think he's an absolutely amazing person. Obviously he did go through difficulty in his life, but the music he produced, whether it be with Pink Floyd or as a solo artist, I love it all. I think you're a genius, to be honest. And this is Piper at the Gates of Dawn and A Saucer Full of Secrets, which I've never seen this done before. It's really quite a weird concept, I think. I'm more familiar with Piper at the Gates of Dawn than I am A Saucer Full of Secrets, because to be honest I couldn't tell you a single song off the second album. But Pink Floyd's infamous debut, It's got some fantastic songs in it. I was hoping that it would have See Emily Play on, as famously it's on the UK version, but not on the US version, sorry, but not the UK version. But it doesn't, which miffed me. Excuse me. But yeah, it was £20, which I didn't think were too bad, as if I were to purchase both of the albums separately from HMV or whatever, brand new, then they'd have been that each. And I'm not too fussed about collecting all of Pink Floyd or their entire discography as it goes on forever. But I do want to get their sort of main albums, so all the 60s albums, which I think these are the only two, although I'm not entirely sure, all throughout the 70s, as the 70s were incredible for Pink Floyd. They couldn't put a foot wrong, really. And quite a lot of the 80s as well. But yeah, I just thought I'd kill two birds with one stone in getting this, and I believe it's a Dutch pressing, and I believe it's an original as well. I got it up on Discogs just before I started recording, and it's from 1973, I believe, and I believe it is an original. The records are in fairly good condition, however they are covered in dust, absolutely. I'll just show one of the records, as they've both got the same label. But yeah, they're not in that bad a condition, just extremely dusty. So I'll give them a good clean, and hopefully they play alright, because if not, I'll have no way of getting in contact with that seller. But it's a good novelty more than anything, I think. I'm by no means a Pink Floyd collector, but like I said, I would like to collect a good majority of the records. So I thought, to kill two birds with one stone, I'm good getting that. Now I recently watched on Netflix a series called Russian Doll. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of it. I won't give away the plot of anything, but it's an extremely good show. It's got Natasha Lyonne, I think that's how you pronounce her name, in it. Absolutely amazing actress. But yeah, the TV show is absolutely amazing. And there's a song that plays on repeat, I'm just showing it, that plays on repeat in that TV show for good reason. And it's just been in my head ever since, and it's absolutely amazing. And it is Got to Get Up, which is an absolutely amazing song. Sorry about the glare. There we go. Yeah, if I'd have known of this song when I did my vinyl tag, that song would have been my earworm song. It might just be because it plays so much within the TV show that it's become ingrained in my mind. But yeah, I saw that in HMV reduced from about £20 to 11 to 12. And I was going to pick it up, but I didn't at the time. And then when I felt ill, I thought I really want that record. So I asked the lovely Jess to go and get it for me, which she did. So thank you, the lovely Jess. But yeah, and it turns out I do know one more song of this album, and it's Without You, which is an extremely sad but raw and lovely song. But yeah, they're the only two I know, and it says it includes the hits Jump Into the Fire and Coconut, of which neither I have ever heard of. But I'm sure I'll enjoy it, and it's my first Nilsson Schmilsson album, unless that's the name of the album. Yeah, it's my first Harry Nilsson album. Yeah, so I'm not going to take it out of the sleeve because it's in one of those shitey paper sleeves that scratch your records, but it's on the famous RCA label. But yeah, that's it in terms of record update, etc. I just thought I'd show those while I was filming the VCLT video. One thing I do want to say is that when I saw Rob, he mentioned that Randall Weaver said to say hello, so hello Randall Weaver. Yeah, today were absolutely amazing. Just cheers again for meeting me, Rob, and spending the time with me that he did, and thank you again for the singles, especially the fact, well, when you gave it me, I weren't expecting much at all. But to see that you got me 2 LPs, or 3? 3 LPs and 3 singles is just overwhelming, considering that I didn't expect it. So thank you ever so much. And for those of you that may have not checked out Rob Walker's videos, please do. Is absolutely brilliant and is just an all-round great guy. So I don't know when my next video is going to be, as I'm still trying to figure out what I will do as a video, as I'm reluctant to do a vinyl collection. So I'm just trying to think of ideas, and it will depend on when I'm next home. So yeah, on that account, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.